Hey everyone, today I'm going to explain one of the another exciting project which I had done, which basically solves the problem of hiring. Basically, it is enhancement with the help of AI and improvised version. And main goal and core idea or extra feature of this project is to provide a global connect. Basically, if you are working at Microsoft, we have something called Connect, which helps us to the recruiters to review the manager feedback and all based on that they hire the candidate. But if you come out from Microsoft or want to join other companies, so the manager feedback are always kept internal. So what if we can make that global, means outside, so any other companies can make use of it, and definitely it helps. So that is the main goal of the project which I have built here. So this is basically kind of web page. So it tells us what you're supposed to do. As a first step, you need to register your company. Basically, let's say you want to add your company to our platform. We just need to mail it. Basically, it's a dummy email. I'm just providing an idea of the project how we can do. So once that done, we'll come into the hardware. Hardware accounts are serial of pre-created. So these are the list of examples we have. Let me create a one of the company. Let's say I'm going with the Google. So let's say I try to use the already existing one. This is not going to allow because it's already taken, right? So that's why it's very important everything is taken care here. And let's create some IDs and provide the website. So basically, this is just the email company has sent with all details mentioned. So one of the team member should go and fill this form. Basically, after that, companies go for verification step. Then some of the recruit onboarding team will just check it out and verify the companies manually and everything. Then they come and update everything. So then only companies are allowed. This by we only register companies on trust based, so it helps candidates to apply to the genuine company and come don't go for anything called scams and or not. This is one of the biggest advantage. Let's give some dummy city. This is currently not validated, but yeah, if we create some very real production ready application, yeah, this and all should be validated more. So this is basically a core idea, not going to be not exactly currently perfect or ready wala one. So let's give some pin code and support at the gmail.com. So let's go to the next process. Basically, we need to provide the thumbnail. Let's add it and company photos and all you can add basically, and choose the registration power certificate. Currently, all these are dummy, So once this has been registered, you will get these credentials. So later you can use these credentials what you are currently seeing. So this is basically mailed to her company once verification and everything is done, then they can reset it. So coming back, if I go to the review, see our company is under review, you can go to the verification step. That will tracks care of the all everything related to audits and all. We can create the verification and say it can give some comments, everything looks good and verified. So we can mark it as, so everything has been tracked. So this is helps us to maintain the genuinity, and we can take a look into the documents and whatever the headquarters or basically with the company when they registered with the headquarters, then they can allow to add the branches. Now let me just log into our company with the default password or temporary password what they give. So company alias is Google and this is the password. So once you give it, it basically asks you for the reset the password. Let's give the some very easiest password. Google have 1, 2, 3. Google have 1, 2, 3. So once this is done, let's create the account. Once account created, so this is a basic information about the company, how team has created the profile, and these are the documents. And coming to the branch, these are the default branch. If they want, they can definitely go and add the new branch. Let's say write the Google. Let's say Google wants to open the new branch in Mysore. Let's say Google India Mysore. Third May, fourth cross, city Mysore, state Karnataka, country India. Zip code is random. I'm just giving some random details. So let's give some half the random details. Let's give it as support hyphen India hyphen Mysore update google.com, and you can hunt, you can add the photos. Let's say I go and add it. Some of these two photos belongs to a Google branch. So you may ask me like why we are not verifying from admin side. Already company has been verified, so it definitely allowed to go and create the branches as it is required. So by the way, we are allowed to block the companies. Any companies we can go and block it if they perform some kind of illegal activities, which is not compliant to our team and our company. So then we have the some of the teams. We can create the team. Basically, in Google we have GCP team, so we can just create the teams. And for employees, we need to create a employee account. Let's coming to the candidate portal and create a one of the candidate account. This is for the public. Let's give the name as let's give my name only. So pawan@gmail.com and pawan@123. Okay, it says it's already exist. Let's say pawan1@gmail.com. So currently I'm not validating all of this, but in production, yeah, we must go and validate it. So coming back to the profile, so this is very important. This is kind of LinkedIn how they use us. So just fill some of the details and say software engineer at Microsoft and blah 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 blah. We can just add it and save it. And we can also add skills like plus plus, C sharp, .NET, etc. And we can just go and update the you know we can add preferred locations. Let's say Bangalore and save it. This all real time. We can add the GitHub links if you want. Just save it and on click to it. Definitely takes into the website. And let's we can go and also add the some of the information. Let's just add it randomly, so it doesn't going to be actual one. So for this maybe we can go on to something, and let's say I just gathered it here, so we can just save it. And you know this is the profile we can do. This is definitely going to be reviewed by our recruiters if they create the account. So then we have the connects. This is basically if I join any company as an employee, then only it's going to be. And any recruiters, they have to have the recruiter by the way. So let's go to the company portal and attach this as an employee. So in employee, I just go here and search for the power. So by the way, there are two peoples, and one of the one email which we recently created is this one. Let's choose this and give company is let's give it as one at the right Microsoft.com. So role is going to be a hiring manager, GCP team, branch Mysore. Reports to know currently because we don't have anyone in our database. So just create it once. Once created, we can go to the recruiter and we can give the access. uh, let's see this. Now this guy is allowed to log into a company. So if I now go to the recruiter portal, so this was the candidate portal, right? So now let's go to the recruiter portal. So we recently created the Google, and by the way, I didn't notice its email was @microsoft.com. It's supposed to be google.com. It's fine. We can do. And password is something like this. And once you log in, you can just go and create the new requisitions by providing all the details. Also, you can search the talent pool and search for the connects. Yeah, but this all are going to take a lot of time. So in order to make it simpler, I already have the few data which I can make use of it. So I'm just taking one of the requisition or already recruiter who already present from the Cloud9. Let's take this and add the email address and password as the candidate. So these are the dummy. So these are the applications we have. Let's say this candidate, why is not getting, because it doesn't meeting the any of the skills here. Let's say you want AWS, Docker, and all. If you can add it to our skill, it definitely gonna come at AWS, Docker, C++, Python, Kubernetes, CA/CD, and any other skills do we need? We need the Linux and Git. Let's add the Linux and the Git. Now, if I go to the hub jobs, see, we can see two jobs. One is already, let's take cloud infrastructure by this guy. So we can just apply it. Once you apply it, if I go to cloud infrastructure applications, the new application has been came. If I run the ATS, you're obviously going to be rejected because you have less skills now. It's not only about skills, it's going to use the connect detail as well. So let me run it by running one of the best of maybe senior Kubernetes. There are 5 applications. So this run ATS is basically making use of the skills, connects, and many other details which a candidate has. For example, if I open this guy, this is what the details about this guy and also about connects. There is no connect detail by the way. Okay. But technically you should get the connect. For example, if I open, this is how the connect. So for the Vikram, this is the connect. So keep the momentum going. This is the manager comment. Based on the comments is going to shortlist. So now let's say going to the senior Kubernetes, I can run the ATS. So how many got shortlisted? Only 3 of them have got shortlisted and 2 of them actually got rejected. So this is how our application helps us, and connect is one of the very good features. If we connect to a some company, we are able to get into the work. For example, let's log out from here and get one of the guy, let's say Vikram Reddy at Cloud9. um okay, it's a company portal. Let's get it from the database from candidate. Let's take maybe this guy and password as candidate at 2025. And if we sign in, this is her profile and these are the connects which are under view. So they have mentioned about the reflect and pause and everything. So base, this is one of the very good feature our application has. So this is going to help a lot. These are the applications for which we got yesterday. One of the biggest advantages for each application we can see about company details and everything. This is what most of the companies our hiring platform doesn't give, but our platform is going to give that. So see, this is so good, right? And also recruiter have access to the Connect platform. So this is all about what I wanted to do. You also can search for the candidate based on skill. Let's say I want to search for Java. This many people are have the skills Java. I don't want